Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia and in today's video, I'll be doing the bullet journal spreads for the month of August. It's so wild to think that the year has passed so fast and I cannot believe that we are already approaching August. It just seems like that it was the beginning of the year and I was doing all sorts of planning, but nevertheless, here are some of the tools that I'll be using for this spread, and I am very excited to collaborate with Arrtx once again. So thank you Arrtx for sending me across these Simtab acrylic markers. This is the third time I believe that I am collaborating with them, and they have such amazing marker pens that I cannot recommend them enough. This is a different set which you kind of have to shake a little bit and then press from the back to kind of release the ink, and it really does come out very easily and it's very vibrant like any of the other marker pens that they have. So for this setup, I'll be predominantly using their marker pens and just making it as colorful as possible, but not so colorful that it starts to look odd. So I will stick to only three colors. It's going to be purple, darker pink, and a lighter shade of pink. To start off, I will write August in a faux calligraphy. I am slowly improving, I would say, but it's very difficult to kind of get a consistent writing for me because I do need to practice a lot. Like the sheets that I need to download and also try out writing. So this is another item that Arrtx has sent me across. This is their sketchbook and I am very excited to have this in my collection because this will actually help me to practice more and not worry about damaging the nibs of the marker pens, because most of the watercolor papers that will have, either if it is a cold press, it will have a textured paper which will fray your nibs. So here you can see that I have already swatched it, and I also tried to do a little tree, like a cherry blossom tree, like a faux cherry blossom tree. And the colors really blend very well together and you can layer on top of each other. So here you can see the three main colors that I will be using to set up for August, and I'm going to use the squiggly side of my template ruler to make it a little bit easy. There were a lot of things in this setup that you will see that I will go back and I will try to fix it because I have done a lot of mistakes. I believe why that happened is mainly because of poor planning. And also, when I was doing this, it was after my work, so I was very tired. And I know I've been saying this in my videos very much that, I am tired, I don't have time to do this. So don't think that I am pressurizing myself to do it. It's like something I do like to do, but I wanted to still have this video out as kind of like a reminder that things happens, mistakes happens, and you can still move on with those mistakes. And this bullet journal that I have is for my purpose, and nobody else is going to really work on it or use it. So I can sometimes get past my imperfection, and it is okay. We are humans in the end of the day. So if you make any mistake while creating your bullet journal spreads, just take it as a sign from me that it's not the end of the day. This is how I try to mix match different colors, and that small bit is where I landed felt like the right color combination. So this is how I'm going to go. So I will go with the purple first to just kind of layer in that boxes, and then I will go over with the darker pink, and then I will layer in with the lighter one. In theory, definitely I had a very big vision in terms of how I want to see this. You can actually do with multiple different colors. You can actually make a rainbow that will look so pretty. I think I was a bit scared to do the rainbow because that would require a lot of color combination, and I could have actually used the other marker sets that I have from Arrtx, and that would have given a really beautiful ombre effect. Maybe something I will do in the future, but it's just I need to kind of sit down and get all the markers in, lay them down, and have that ombre effect. So if any one of you have most of the marker sets, the acrylic marker sets from Arrtx, and you have done something like that, let me know which are the colors that have really worked well for you. These are all acrylic markers, so they go very well with each other because they are from the same brand, right? So they have the same consistency, they have the same colors, or the liquids that they use inside. So that's what my non-scientific hypothesis is for the pens from this set. After coloring in the entire page, I realized that the August tea side looks a bit too empty, so I went over with the purple and the pink, the lighter pink shade, to just do a little bit of covering so that it looks a little okayish. Another tool that I'm going to use is this paper cutter that I got from Journal Say, and this paper cutter does come with different ways of cutting paper, so I'm going to use the swiggly one. I honestly thought that it was going to be a little bit larger swiggles compared to the tiny ones that I have done here, but nevertheless, slowly and surely you will see me realizing all the smaller mistakes that I am doing here, because this is one of them that I have. This is like the second mistake you would see. I don't know if you've realized the first mistake that I have done in the previous one, but this is the second one. As you can see, my calendar only has 6 days. After, writing down the days of the week, I realized that I do not have a Saturday because I start my week on Sunday, and then I realized that okay, this is going to really mess up my entire waterfall tabs that I was actually planning to do. But it is okay. I will do waterfall tab in my next monthly setup because I really love doing that. It's very hard to do when you are doing it in a smaller size like the travel size notebook that I'm using here. Here is another mistake that I have made. As you can see, the month starts on a Friday, but I had Thursday as the start date. But luckily, I caught that before I did major blunder. And the good thing about using acrylic marker is that you can cover up the mistake. Like all the small mistakes that I'm doing here, I can actually cover it up, and you will see it like how easily it gets covered. Here's the third mistake. I should have a countdown here. It's the third mistake. You can see that I have written content planner, whereas this is just the calendar for me. And this is where I will be also covering it up, and later you will see how I amend the mistake that I do. So far during this creation of the setup, I was already getting very frustrated with all the small things that I could have easily avoided and made it more seamless, like I have done in my other videos and other creations. So this one was really getting into my nerve and I was losing my patience, and you would see, like, because I was getting frustrated and I was just trying to get done with it, I will end up making more mistakes, as it would happen. It's very normal. So if you are getting frustrated or you feel stuck, and you just need to take a step back, which I should have done, to kind of reflect on why is it affecting me so much and what is triggering me to make these silly mistakes. Because to be very fair, all of these things that I have done was easily avoidable, but because of the state of mind that I was in, I was not doing a very good job. I know where my standard lies, and given how amazing and gorgeous these marker pens are, I did not do a proper justice to them. So I will definitely be using these markers again in the future videos, or in some of the things. I really want to create more art, so I'm very happy that I can utilize these beautiful marker pen sets that I have, that I can not only use on paper, but I can also use them on wood cuttings and on fabrics. So these are going to be some exciting times that I want to do. I haven't been able to do a lot of creative stuff that really energizes me, so I have been noting down some things that I do want to do during this summer before the warmer days goes away, that I can try to accomplish. I don't want to pressure myself again, because I do work full time, and after my 9 to 5 I do need to rest too. I'm not a hustle girl, like honestly. I am not someone who can work with that diligence. I am a lazy cozy girl. I need to have my rest. I love having my afternoon naps. So this is just me trying to listen to my body and figuring out things that actually works for me without putting myself into burnout mode. So there you can see that I have covered up the mistakes, like the content planner that I wrote. You can still see through it a little bit because that's like the first coat of paint that I have done there. But I will go back again later and cover it up. But I will also have a cutout for the heading, which will help in kind of putting the mistake behind me. So yeah, so this is where I am contemplating all my life decisions on why I would, do the things that I did and cut out where I shouldn't have cut out, and did all the wrong planning. But as is life, you just have to embrace all the faults and move on with your life. So I am going to move on with this setup, and I'm just going to embrace it as it comes, and I'm going to move on to the next spread, which is going to be my habits tracker. In this habits tracker, I'm going to track 4 of the habits that I am doing for the last few months, and I do like tracking them, and I feel that these are the habits that I do really need to kind of keep up with, like reading, walking, journaling, and also not spending unnecessarily. And on the right hand side is going to be my expense tracker. So here I will be tracking down all the smaller things that I am spending on. So not just only smaller things, but on the larger expenses as well. I am doing a lot of home renovations, and we have a lot of expenses that are coming up, so I do want to track on all of those so that I kind of have an understanding and a record of the things where I have spent. And I have also purchased some really exciting stationeries that I'm very excited to show you. Maybe in the next 1 or 2 videos you will see me doing some unboxing. And those are not sponsored. Those are some items that I have purchased for myself from some of the stores that I've been following, and they release some nice, exciting stuff, and I really wanted to have them in my collection. So that's about it. I like to splurge once in a while on items that really brings me joy. And the items that I don't have really any connection to, or I was sent or I was gifted, and I don't really use them. I do tend to do a lot of giveaways and give those items a home, because I know that someone will enjoy them and they will be utilized and they will be used because they are made to be used. It's just not all the things are going to be for me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the gestures, the gifts, the thought that goes in those gifts, but sometimes it's just not what I want, right? And I want to give them a home, and I hope that whoever gets those giveaway gifts will appreciate it. It's just a hope. Anyways, moving to this spread again, you will see that I have made another mistake, and at this point, honestly, I have lost my count of how many mistakes I've done. But if you have made a count, please, in the end of the video, just whatever calculation you have done, please drop them below and say how many times I have said that I have made a mistake, and this is where you have seen the mistakes. So I have not left any space to write the heading, which kind of went to a favor for me, because it would go with the rest of the setup, as it would just go more cohesive with the headings. Except the monthly cover spread, everything else will have a cutout of what that spread actually stands for. So this one will have the habits heading and also the expenses heading separately made a cutout. Even though in this entire setup I was getting frustrated with all the silly mistakes that I was doing, I was also kind of enjoying the whole coloring process because the colors are so juicy and vibrant, and it was really giving me a very nice experience. Like I was just kind of in a zone, which was kind of the intention as well. There you see another mistake. I did a wrong squiggly line where the cost column is. So I'm going to use these sticky glue tape kind of a thing. It's a correction tape. So I'm going to use that one to just cover it up. And thankfully it kind of blends with the paper. Moving on to my final spread, this is going to be finally the content planner spread. I have been using this planner spread for quite a long time, at least since the time that I have probably started making YouTube videos, and I do try to be consistent. I try to post videos as consistently as possible, but things happens again. I have not been, and honestly I really apologize if you get annoyed that you don't see my videos, but I do have to make some changes in terms of when exactly I can post what works for me, and I've realized that I can only do so much, and the days that actually works for me to do these videos are the weekends. So in terms of posting the videos, I'm going to change the schedule to Thursdays. So going forward, you will see newer videos coming out on every Thursday. Well, for now, it's probably going to be sporadically on Thursdays, but Thursdays for sure. Hopefully, that will be good for the algorithm and also that you will be able to see it properly during the time. And maybe if you don't get to watch the video on Thursday, maybe after work on Friday and you have the weekend to watch it. So maybe that will also garner more views and engagement from the audience. So we shall see. For me, I'm changing the schedule just because it works for me. Maybe it will change again. I have changed a few times and I have posted on a Tuesdays, and I've also posted on a Wednesday, but I feel that Thursday would be good because if I'm working on the video, like creating, recording on a weekend, then I get Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to kind of do the editing and voiceover, because this also takes time. I'm just a one woman show here. I'm doing everything, so I do need time to make all of these look slightly good also, so yeah, so I do need time, and I really appreciate you guys coming back and supporting me by watching my video, commenting, liking it. It really helps, and I do put a lot of effort in making these videos, so I really appreciate when you send me your emails and just share that you enjoy coming along with me in creating these videos. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I also want to say hi to my niece, Pilar, who is in Rosario, Argentina. I hope if you're watching this, Pilar, I love you so much. You are so cute, and it was such a nice time spending time with you. So I hope that you will see this, and I love you. Going back to creating content, I wanted to ask you guys, how do you feel about me doing more behind the scenes or doing like a studio vlog? I am currently working on a studio vlog which should go out in the next 1 or 2 weeks, again on a Thursday, and that is going to be more a chatty one. Like, This is also a cherry one, but that is going to be more like you will see me, because normally I don't show my face in these videos, but that one is going to be more decorating my room. I got some exciting things, and like I said, I did order some new stuff, so hopefully by the time I am done recording for that video and editing and doing the voiceovers that needs to be done, I will have the good stuff to show. If not, you can always follow me on Instagram, because that's where I will be showing off all these beautiful things. So if you don't follow me, please go follow me on Instagram, because that's where you will find the most up-to-date update from my end. As you see me here freezing on the screen is because I realized that I used the wrong color underneath the purple. It should be the lighter one, but I used the darker one. But the beauty of acrylic markers is that you can layer on top, and it is so easy to cover up any mistakes. So I guess in this entire setup is just a combination of all the different kinds of mistakes that you can do, but because of using high quality markers, you can get away with it. Like, I'm just going to think that I'm getting away with it. Like, if this was a giveaway journal that I was making for someone, I would be devastated with all the mistakes that I have done, because I am really finicky about these small things and I do notice it. So if I'm going to gift it to someone, I don't want these major blunders going into the notebook, you know? So I'm glad that it is not going to anybody. It's just going to stay with me. But that is an interesting idea, don't you think so? I have seen Jessica and Aaron Smith and some other creators also making a custom bullet journal, and they do a giveaway in the channel. So that is exciting. That sounds very exciting for me. I don't know if you guys would be interested in something like that. But it will definitely need a lot of work. So I don't want to commit into doing something that I will not be able to fulfill. So at the moment, it's a good idea. I am always looking forward to embracing new ideas, and I do follow these lovely creators because they are honestly very inspiring. So I will love to do that one time, maybe in the future, but not at the moment. So this is where you see me writing on the scrap of paper and just covering up my mistakes. Well, friends, we have reached to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me today, especially today's video. It's not the best that I have done, to be very honest. I have done better, but there are days that, I don't perform the best. But these markers have definitely given me some joy in coloring up all the pages, and I did enjoy them. They are very smooth, they are very luscious. So if you want to go purchase something similar to this, I will link everything in the description below so you can check them out. If you have liked this video, and I hope and really pray that you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all of you guys joining me, and hopefully with the change in the schedule, you will continue joining me in this journey. I hope wherever you are watching this, you are having an amazing day or night. And just another reminder, if things go south, don't worry, it will be all okay. Just need to take a deep breath, take a step back, and you'll be fine. Hope you are enjoying your summer days if it is nice where you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!